Hey buddy, this is Collin, Mr. Oldschool Gamer. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for checking out this video. Today I have a kind of a different video. This is not a video that would put me in my happy place, so to speak. This is one of those other kind of videos. You know, those kind of videos that just makes you wanna uninstall the game, or well, you feel like you age for like 4 weeks just during one match. Well, there will be a whole lot of frustration in this game, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't really know why players don't have better understanding of the game modes and the way you need to play the game to be efficient and successful. Now, I'm not considering myself to be a pro player by any means, don't get me wrong here. I'm considering myself being maybe above average, just above average. But I do understand normal tactics. I do understand the game modes, and I have a pretty good common sense. Now we're on a 3 cap domination game on hotspots, and you can tell that the majority of the force are pushing behind the A cap, which is not totally uncommon in these kind of games, especially if you spawn in the north, as we have done. But you can clearly see very soon already that we have established a presence on my side of the map. We already taken the C cap and we are in the progress of capping B. So why are the majority of the fleet still heading west, past and behind the A cap? I mean, at this point I feel like the 80% of the fleet who are just right now north of A should maybe just glance at the minimap and realize that they are pretty much out of position here. Maybe they should just turn around, do a 180 and start turning back towards the B and C cap. What is the point in punching your head bloody against the wall at A when we already have taken B and C? I mean, why stay? I mean, you can't even be efficient in that location where the majority of the fleet are right now. A couple of ships can maybe shoot through in between those islands, but I mean, they're just bunched up there. They're easy targets for torp walls, and they just don't do anything for the team. And why don't any of these guys realize this? Meanwhile, me and a few other brave souls are pretty much fighting for our lives, trying to keep B and C cap with zero backup. Zero backup. And just look at them. I mean, what the hell are they doing back there? So I'm just trying to communicate in the best way I can at this moment that they maybe should consider heading this way, helping us securing the B cap. No, just lost a destroyer in the B cap. Well, Maybe he wouldn't have had to die if he had some actual backup. But nope. All the fleet are just gonna sit and camp at our base, at our spawn. I mean, seriously. I think it's gone like 3 or 4 minutes since I first started to talk about this positioning on the map, and they are still there. I mean, the time is running out. The clock is ticking. And now you can see like 2 ships maybe starting to move towards this side. But I mean, how come it is so hard for some players to just realize that this is a game mode that is called 3 cap domination? It's not a standard battle. I mean, it's in the name. It's a clue in the name of the game mode. You need to secure caps. Hopefully, the majority of the caps to be successful in this game. And still, so many high tier players don't have a clue. Oh, what are those big strange circles changing colors? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm ruining your Friday afternoon right now, guys, but it's been a frustrating week. Not so much in real life, but in this game. I mean, I feel like a whole lot of players who have really big difficulty understanding this game and basic mechanics in this game has finally pushed up to tier 10 and tier 9 battles. Because it feels like every other game in tier 10 nowadays are players that like just pushes in full broadside in a cruiser against the 3 tier 10 battleships, and you have destroyers just YOLOing into half the enemy fleets. You have people sailing away from the caps at all times in the game, and I don't know. I just needed to vent for a while. So I'm just trying to position myself as good as I can in my Khabarovsk, trying to stay close to B at all times, trying to support my allies that are actually helping holding B, and also of course trying to push away all enemy ships trying to push the B cap. The A cap feels pretty secure, and then we also have that ship in the south. Well, I'm not really sure what the hell he's trying to do down there. If he really feels like that is a good place for him to sail. I mean, he should be positioned just south of C, but instead he has actually sailed into the enemy base, and I don't really understand that reasoning. I would really love to be able to ask him what his plan was when he sailed down there. I mean, is he trying to flank around behind the fleet? Or is he a bot? Or is he just maybe drunk? I'm not really sure. But meantime, I'm focusing on setting some nice fires on this German Kurfürst. Because I want him to flinch for a bit. I set 2 fires on the Kurfürst and I switch my attention over to the next flank that they are pushing. And of course I start focusing the lead pusher, so to speak, the lead ship. Now you may wonder why I launch my 6k torps against a battleship that is more than 10k away from me. And that is pretty much the function of the torps on the Khabarovsk these days. You don't use those torps to try and hurt an enemy ship. You use them to pretty much make the enemy team get a second of doubt, make him flinch for a second. Because at the same time I don't really know exactly where their destroyer is right now. Maybe their destroyer was ahead of this battleship trying to scout for him. So maybe those torps would actually hit a destroyer that is pushing in. But otherwise I'm just hoping that someone or something will spot my torps and maybe make these battleships turn around, or at least slowing down. So I'm being efficient in pretty much slowing down their push. So we have a couple of fires on this Fredrik de Grosse, so now it's time to switch to this Hindenburg instead. And if you've seen my other video, my latest video, you know that Hindenburg is a cruiser that I treat with a whole lot of respect. And you will see here I have pretty much 75% of my health. And now I start to engage this cruiser. Of course I have multiple ships focusing me at all times, but just see how much my health drops in a couple of seconds fighting this cruiser. So Hindenburg is really not a cruiser I wanna fight in a fair fight any day in my Khabarovsk. So now I'm close to dead, but at least I took this Hindenburg with me. So in some ways you could say that it was a good trade, because I took away one of the most powerful ships in their fleet, and the one that could cause most problem for my team. So even though I'm almost dead, I need to try and do what I can to try and retake the B cap and also stopping their push. But pretty much any salvo that hits me from any battleship can delete me at this point. And as you see, the rest of my team are heading straight into the islands at sea, where they will be really not that efficient. And of course, this is also, as I said before, a big problem I have with map awareness. I mean, why are they pushing in there? It's just plain stupid. They should stay with me and the Sumo up here. It's easier for them to get torped back there, and they can't really be as efficient as they could be up here. So I kill off this cur first as well, earning me my Confederate and my Wither as well. I'm up to 175,000 damage done. And as you can see, my team is really spread out, and I can't really get much backup from anyone. I have a friendly Sumo that is pretty alone, and I'm just trying to do as much as I can to help him out. Trying to help him win this battle, this duel he have with this German battleship. But I'm just looking at my team here, wondering what the hell they are doing. The ship in the south, of course, got killed. Big mystery there. And I'm just trying to set some fires on these turpits, so he will be an easy kill for our Izumo. I also have to start considering going for the caps if we are gonna have any chance at all of winning this game. I mean, this has been a really big back and forth. The enemy team had a great lead at one point, and then we managed to kill off a couple of tier 10 battleships. So right now we are actually in the lead, but the enemy team has 2 caps over our 1, and those tickets will go up really fast unless I do something about it. So I'm just pushing straight into the B cap, trying to get an angle so I can fire on these turrets. We lose the Montana, who sailed in and camped in the C cap. Also a big mystery why he died. So now it's me, the Izumo, and the Sao as well, who has been positioning north of C for a while. So we finally take the Izumo out. So now it's 2 battleships south of C left. So our friendly battleship is taken out by a flood, and I'm trying to communicate to the Sao my intentions that I will go for the B cap and later also the A cap, to trying to shift the tickets in our favor. And I just want him to head away and stay safe, stay alive. That is his only mission right now. Sao, of course, has great concealment. It has pretty much the same concealment that I have in my Khabarovsk destroyer. So it wouldn't be a problem for him to just break off and go dark and stay safe. So I'm just appealing to him in chat that he will get back and stay safe, because then we will get this match and we will win this match, because I will take the B cap and the A cap and we will win pretty much. So I'm just telling him to please stop shooting, to go undetected. I'm even trying to get their attention so they fire at me instead. So I managed to take the B cap, but then I notice on the minimap that the Sao is actually turning back into the battleships instead of fleeing. And as I said before, I can't really understand why he would sail broadside on to a tier 10 battleship when he doesn't have to. I mean, at this late in the game, we have all the chances in the world to win this map, and he just gave them their victory. I mean, seriously, what the fuck were you thinking? I hope you guys can understand my frustration and where I'm coming from here, but I mean, I see this all the time in tier 10 matches. It feels like if you want to play with some competitive guys, you need to play like tier 4, tier 5 or something, because tier 10, it's just like you're playing with bots sometimes. I mean, I'm not saying that they should carry and have 200k damage or getting Kraken every game. I'm just saying, I mean, don't show your fucking broadside to a tier 10 battleship when you have maybe less than 4,000 health left in a cruiser and it's the last seconds of the game. I mean, players should know this by now. So I'm sorry guys if I brought you down with this video. It wasn't my intent, but I just felt like I needed to vent a bit. Hope you guys have a real great weekend either way. And leave a like and please leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this subject of this video. Now I'm gonna have an ice cold beer because I deserve it. So have a good one guys. Until next time. Bye bye.